Some of y'all are average at best. Not talking about just you ladies, talking about men too. Average. Montreal is one of the cities with the most beautiful women and the most average guys. Average. Guys here don't even think.
Welcome to the TIP Network, where we help you level up self-improvement and
sprinkle of sarcasm.
We're gonna look at Abba and Preach, since we're doing a homage to them by
standing up. If you want to know why we're standing up and why my feet are hurting, uncomfortable, it's like one mic.
Right, Grover's wide stance, and I gotta say in this narrow stance. That's why I look like I'm almost his height, but I'm not.
Yeah.
So let's. Oh, it's in my pocket.
You know, when you're a wide stance, when you're hung low, you got to give it room.
Friction in a pickle jar.
Oh yeah,
friction in a pickle jar.
It ain't long, but it's wide. Girl, I got friction in a pickle jar. You don't know who you're playing with.
All right, let's go play this with Abba and Preach here.
Let's go.
Been average my whole life. I'm not fishing for compliments. I'm just saying, it's fine. You don't have all this light on you. You do what you gotta do. Some of y'all are average at best.
Ma'am, you're average looking at best.
Not talking about just you ladies, talking about men too. Average. Montreal is one of the cities with the most beautiful women and the most average guys. Average. Guys here don't even think you're gonna be high value. Most of you. 99% of you.
That's true.
Me included. Average.
Yeah. He really spelled that out phonetically.
That's most of you.
Look, even Abba's in agreement, right?
I travel.
He's like, your ass is hell average.
Average. But I know you guys are intrigued with the living the lavish, and that's like what people aim for. You know what I mean? Big expensive cars, big houses, big this, big that, chain big, hair big, everything big. You know what I mean? Everything.
That was that T.I. song.
Hair done, everything dead, nails done, hair done, everything dead. Oh, you fancy, huh?
No. Those,
most of you not gonna take that. That's okay.
Big timers.
A lot of you are lying for that. A lot of you are poor because you want to emulate that. It's fine to be average.
It's not just the ladies. Even the guys who are obsessing over some of this advice, talking about having their own harem. It's a great pipe dream. Most of you guys are never going to have it. You can level up your life in some ways. Sure. But the whole thing of like, I'm going to have a wife and 3 bitches on the side. Listen, there's only so many women on this planet. Only so many men on this planet. Most of you guys are never going to experience it. Okay, there can't be 10 women for every man. That's not going to happen. But I know there's a lot of you are also delusional about what kind of life you guys are. No, you're not going to do that. Okay?
You're average. I'm average.
I'm not average.
You're not average. Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, well, I'm going to say I'm average, and the thing is, most of us are going to be average. On the bell curve, a lot of us are just plain average. Do we have certain characteristics that make us better in certain areas? Yeah, of course. Some of us are taller, some of us are more muscular, some of us are smarter, some of us make a little bit more money, some of us are doing YouTube. I don't know. But a lot of us are average. The women, most of you guys, most of you ladies are average. Most of you guys are average. A lot of you guys aren't going to have harems. Just exactly what he said. And some of you average ladies are not going to get that high value man or the guy with the straight 6s across the board. You know? And if you do get him straight 6s across the board, he might have a micro penis. So there you have it.
Is that?
So 6 centimeters?
6 centimeters. It's horrible. I mean, I'm sorry, guys.
I said 6. It was 6.
But I'm just saying.
I didn't lie.
So, we're gonna get some hate now. But you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think about that, though?
Look.
Like, a lot of guys are just average. A lot of ladies are just average.
The bottom line is that only 20% of people in this country are over 6 feet tall. And out of those 20% that are over 6 feet tall, only like I think 10% is like over 6'2". So that's rare already. So if you're saying you want a 6'3", 6'4" person, you're like 10% of the nation. Like less than I think 18% or 20% make $100,000. So what you're doing is you're narrowing down wanting these high value numbers instead of looking at people for people, right? So I've been pretty good.
People within your sphere of influence.
I've been pretty good financially, but like I live in the Bay Area. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, especially you go over to Hillsborough, or you go over Burlingame in some parts of it.
You're suffering.
You know, Los Altos.
Like, I remember I got in an argument. Somebody's like, "Oh yeah, so you make this much money?" I'm like, "I don't mean nothing here. Calm down. Adjust for inflation. Adjust for where I live. I'm average, and that's okay. It's okay. But you know what's not okay? It's not okay to conduct yourself in a below average manner. So trying
to emulate a high value man, but conduct yourself in a low.
Yeah, in a low energy. You can conduct yourself as a high caliber. You can have integrity. You can have morals. You can have business ethics.
Discipline, integrity, moral ethics. Yep.
You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be rich to do that. A matter of fact, a lot of things that the average people don't do, like showing up on time, working hard, keeping your mouth shut, and not arguing and not bitching about it.
Grover, I think we can sum it one word: reputation.
Yes. So you could be an average person with an excellent reputation and an excellent image. And then you'll probably wind up with the person you want, unless you got one of the women chasing somebody. So unless you try to get one of those women chasing, like, you know, like you trying to get with an Instagram, or are you Denzel in 96? Are you trying to get with an Instagram model? I don't know though. You kind of changish.
I don't know. I just do my thing. Yeah. DMs. Well, anyway, but for the whole manosphere. What's going on? So, why are you laughing so hard?
Because it's true, you hoe. All right, go on.
All right, so with the manosphere space, every content creator, or at least I can say most of the content creators, are talking about men's self-improvement. Right. They're giving you an image, an archetype to strive to become. Like Jordan Peterson always says, to go after that one thing single-mindedly and single-handedly.
Right.
But at a certain point, you're gonna hit a ceiling, and it's okay. Accept that you can hit that ceiling, but always strive to become better day by day. 100%. Have incremental progress. That's what it is.
100%.
And ladies, delusional thinking. Stop it, please.
Well, however many women there are in this country, half of you are 5s. That's just it. Half of you are 5s. 40% of you are 6s. 30% of you are 7s. 20% of you are 8s, 10% of you are 9s, and damn near none of you are 10s.
Yeah. So
it's starting to wear me down. It's starting to really wear me down. I'm losing it.
This fool was going off before. He's like, "You're not even thankful for what he's doing for you." That fool was going off before we started filming. I was like, "You gonna be all right?"
Lay around like a dead fish.
They don't even work hard when they getting booty. They just lay there.
Or
who hurt you?
Apparently I did, because you ain't moving. Anyway. All right.
Damn. All right, man.
So, what were we going to say about this men's self-improvement? Were you about to say it before I went into that?
Lord knows I forgot. No. The only thing to say about men's self-improvement is that men's self-improvement doesn't mean that you have to be the archetype of somebody. It doesn't mean that the archetype. It doesn't. What it means is that you need to be the best you can be. We had this thing in JKD where we said, be the personification of self-perfection through hard work, dedication, right? So, you know, I can't expect to be perfect. But what I can do is perfect myself to my best of my ability. And that's what I always tell people. That's what I strive for. That's what we go to the gym as much as I can, martial arts as much as I can, you know, make improvements in my health, make improvements in my lifestyle. That's just what it's about. And it has very little to do with anybody saying good job.
Yeah.
It has to do with me wanting to be the best I can be. And same thing. And then once I started doing that, it was easier because I was working on the outside to level up financially because I gained more discipline.
And so I want you to explain the difference between competition versus competing.
Yeah, so
you explained this to me before.
So like a lot of times when people, if you're in competition with somebody, you cannot be creative because you're just trying to do what they're doing better, right? But you could compete with somebody. You could do what you do the best, and the very best you can do it, right?
Like us looking at YouTube analytics.
Right. Yep. You could do what you do the best you can do it, and you can compare your analytics to other folks' analytics. But if you start trying to be those other folks, then you can't be original. And so there's a lot of people out here on YouTube that or just a lot of people tell me, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this. And it's like, no, we're going to do what we do. We're going to do what we do the best way that we can do it. And then we're going to start, we'll be in competition. We'll look at other people and we'll be like, oh, I mean, we can compete. But I'm not going to be in competition because I don't want to be like other entertainers that I like. I'm not trying to be Andrew Tate, right? I've said, like, I enjoy watching Andrew Tate. and not trying to be Angie Tate, some of the stuff that Jonathan Sharp's doing with his short form videos, I think that that's a great message. But I'm not saying, hey, let's do these short form videos. I'm saying that let's do what we do, the best that we can do, and then compare our analytics and see how we can perfect ourselves.
So ultimately, be in competition with yourself.
100%, 100%, and doing that is the epitome of self-improvement.
Yep, I love it. So also shout out to our THPPtube memberships. Hey, if you want to join the THPPtube member, hit the join button right here. Yeah. Shout out to Lisa Bossy Cake Redfield DM period. And Omega Supreme with cheese. So if you want to join, hurry up and join.
And of course, we have our Patreon, our two Patreon members, which is Miss Rojas and Flossberg.
Yeah. And so we will have more exclusive content. We are developing that. So anyway, and where they can follow you at?
You can follow me on the gram at I am Gorilla1. You can follo this guy at
ScottT with 3 E's. Yes. We're not trying to drop too many E's. Anyway.
Yeah. We're dropping E. We're dropping E. Do we call it D?
Where the ladies at?
Y'all still call it E? Forget it. And of course, if you join the THPPtube, you can hit us up at any of our social medias. It's all consolidated at TIP Network, THPP Network, and we will record you a personalized video. Welcoming you to the Polite Savages. And ask yourself one burning question: why the hell are we standing up like Alvin Preach? No.
Can you handle the tip?
Boom, booty in your face. We're out.
Yep. Peace.
This is the Happiness Podcast. I'm Grover.
Oh, yeah, it's my turn. I'm Scotty.
This mother right here, boy. Leave your comments and like and subscribe on YouTube. Booty in your face. We found true happiness.